Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I wanted to talk some Superman. Um, I've been really enjoying some of the Superman stuff that's been coming out recently, and I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on it. Also, I picked up some stuff from the library, and I'll just be kind of talking about that too. Kind of wanted to start making a video solely dedicated to my Superman reading, whether it be new issues, back issues, any of that. So yeah, let's jump right in. Um, so yeah, we'll start with these. These are some of the new stuff I've been picking up. Um, Superman Space Age has probably been one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite out of the bunch here. It just, it's 80 pages of just really just good art, good storytelling, um, and it just seems like I'm a big fan of like the historical perspective, and when they can weave something like the Kennedy assassination or um, some of the societal uh, issues that were going on at the time, especially with Russia and all that, it really just makes it just adds another layer of this comic that I really enjoy. Um, I've been a fan of Mark Russell. I haven't read a lot of Mark Russell stuff. Like, pretty much the only big one I read was his run on um, Flintstones, which was fantastic. And Mike Allred doing the art is solid too. I was kind of skeptical on him. Not only just, I don't know if he would have presented the book in a way that would have been, but he knocked it out of the park. I mean, some of the stuff that he did, the double page splashes and all that. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I think this is only 3 issues, um, and I'm kind of glad it's in a standard comic book size. I was kind of, if it was in like magazine format, I don't know if I would. I'd still pick it up, but it'd just be kind of a hassle to find a place to put this in my. And so having it in having it regular standard size is all good. Um, Dark Crisis, Superman, the one shot with Tom King, Chris Burnham, and Adriano Lucas on colors. The art is the standout. I really enjoyed this issue. I'm not reading Dark Crisis. It just seems like it's just almost it's a one shot, but it's kind of like you don't need to, you know, read Dark Crisis to get any of it. And This is probably Tom King's strongest Superman issue yet, for me. I know he did Up and Away, and I was kind of disappointed by that. So to have him do this issue with Chris Burnham, and he hit it out of the park. It was very straightforward. It kind of goes through John's year 13 to 18, his teenage years, and um, he made it super relatable, not only on John's side but on Clark's side. Really was a great balance of both of their perspectives, and Chris Burnham's art he just hit it out of the park. I mean, I'm like, some of this stuff is great. The colors just popped. One of my favorite panels was this, when Superman punches Orion, and just that look that he gives. Um, it's really good. So definitely worth checking out. If you find it in a back issue bin or you find it at your comics shop, it's a nice, palatable Superman issue that you can just digest, and that's it. So yeah. Next, we'll talk Action Comics. So these are the past 2 issues. It's still going on with the World Saga. We're nearing the end. I think it's going to end in the next couple months. This has been a slow burn, but a burn like, but it's been really, really well done. Um, this is more of like a planning issue. Like they kind of are going through the final preparations of one last stand against Mongol. There's a lot of intricate stuff, man. I probably have to reread it again to kind of get the whole gist of it. I mean, probably before the last issue comes out. I know most of the trades of World Saga are at my library, so what I'm gonna do is just before that last week, I want to just probably binge the whole World Saga until the final issue, just so I can kind of make sure I get the whole gist of it. Um, and it's one of those stories that I feel like I'm going to be coming back to for quite some time. It is amazing what Philip K. Johnson is doing with this whole uh, Superman trying to save his basically his I guess it's sort of like an ancestors for the Kryptonians from Mongols clutches and all that, and it's been really well done. I don't know if anyone else has read this Action Comics run. Let me know. Let me know how you're feeling about it. It's a slow burn, but like it's really good. Like every issue just seems to just be a little piece, but I feel like if he can end this, if he can land this ending, I feel like it could be one of the best Superman stories in the past, like you know, in quite some time. I can't really say for sure. I just kind of came back into Superman maybe last year, um, and the last time I was reading was Superman with Bendis, and Bendis kind of took the whole Superman line for himself, and he did some good things. But I mean, this World Saga just blows it away, in my opinion. So probably ever since that portion, maybe before Bendis, like maybe around like Pete Tomasi, Patrick Gleason run of Superman. Um, if Philip K. Johnson can land this ending, it's probably as good as some of the stuff that Gleason and Tomasi were doing. It's a different perspective. It's a definitely different story. It's not like they're doing the same thing, but just on terms of readability and just the epicness and the scale, this is good. Okay, and finally, Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 13. Um, this is the debut of Dreamer, which is a character from the Supergirl TV show. They do have a nice profile in the back. I haven't watched Supergirl in a long time, so they give a nice profile at the back of what you know. The actress is actually one of the writers, the co-writers here. They give powers and abilities like astral projection, dream walking, energy manipulation, one aeromancy. I'm not sure what that one is, but yeah. So we kind of get an introduction to her. She is basically hanging out at the Fortress of Solitude. This was pretty much running off when Jay was and now pretty much um, he was discovered as one of the people behind he's part of the thing called the Truth, and his pretty much identity was revealed in the last issue, and he's actually the son of the ex-president of his home country, Gamora. So they're kind of just going to the fortress to kind of just chill. Um, and Dreamer's there, and she gives John a premonition of what's going to happen in the future, and pretty much it's not good. So that was kind of the gist of this whole issue, just introducing her and kind of getting a glimpse of what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to happen in the next couple issues or maybe 10 issues down the road, but they do have a plan for Dreamer. This definitely not the last time we're gonna see her in this run, so we're gonna probably see her pretty soon. But yeah, I've been loving Superman Son of Kal-El. Uh, what I love about this whole Superman line is everyone kind of has their own voice, a different perspective, um, and I love how we're just focus. Each book is focusing on different characters, right? So, Son of Kal-El focusing on John, Action Comics focusing on Clark and what he's doing. War World, Space Age is kind of like this epic, um, this time, this epic in the '60s and weaving all that stuff. And the one shot is just kind of its own thing. So you can get you can get different perspectives on Superman right now, which is great. Um, and yeah, so this is a really solid line of Superman comics right now. If you're hesitant, um, I understand, but there's different avenues to take with Superman now, which is not, you don't have to read like every issue of Action Comics and Superman to get the whole story. Everything, it's its own separate thing, which is great. So yeah. Those were my really broad thoughts on the comics, the latest stuff. So I'm gonna just go through some of the library stuff. So I picked up both volumes of City of Tomorrow. I think this is volume one. Volume one contains, this was when all the issues, all the comics were just weaved in together. So you have issues of Action Comics, Adventures Superman, Superman and the Man of Steel, and Superman Y2K. Overall, this first volume, I really enjoyed it. It really really the main stakes of it was Luthor and him trying to gain back power into Metropolis. Uh, they introduced a lot of cool characters. Not only just deepening like Superman and Lois's marriage and all that, and Jimmy Olsen, um, but just introducing new villains and characters I haven't seen before. So the ending of this volume was actually really cool. Uh, Pretty much, this is spawning off like the year 2000, so the new millennium, and just kind of having that in this book was pretty cool. Like I think I was like maybe like 10, 11 years old when the millennium happened and all the hoopla and all that, and just to kind of weave something like that type of hysteria and what the country was going through during that, and kind of making a whole story about it using Brainiac and having Brainiac turn Metropolis into this, again, the city of tomorrow, pretty much. Um, it's pretty cool. I know, like, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. Steel's in here. You have Mongol. It's just really cool stuff here. Um, volume two, um, volume two, I didn't enjoy as much as volume one. I understand where they were going with it. I did get a little like the whole Lois, kind of. Uh, they were teasing Lois was going to separate with Superman, and it ended up being a twist on that, which I definitely saw that coming a little bit. It was just they kind of drug it on too long. Um, and then they have the whole critical condition storyline with Superman getting kryptonite poisoning. That was cool. Like I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite. It was cool to see Superboy in there, Supergirl, to get the whole gang in there. I think, yeah. So overall, I I had a good time reading it. Joe Kelly, Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness, like, you know, these were good writers. Everything was really like tied together pretty well. Um, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. So overall, these two very solid. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, tea right now. All right. So finally, and going back to Superman See You Tomorrow, I'm gonna try to read. Um, I'm gonna try to read it in order. So right after City of Tomorrow, we have Emperor Joker, President Lex, some other stuff. I think I'll have that reserved at the library, so that's the next stuff I'm gonna read. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna try to read some more stuff in sequential order to kind of get more of the bigger picture of Superman. Um, you know, so Superman in that time. Okay, so finally, Superman for Tomorrow. I always read this book maybe every couple years just to see if it changed my mind on this book, and it hasn't. After reading this, um, it's not good. It's uh, I thought I'd gravitate to a little bit more now, but reading it, it just felt off still. Um, I don't know. The art was okay. It just seemed like Jim Lee just wanted to just make this epic Superman religious story, and it just didn't. It didn't. It just didn't click. And Brian Azzarello, this is definitely not his strongest work, and I don't know. It didn't really focus on like I know Lois. Well, the thing is, though, Lois is gone, but they didn't focus on any of the other characters. Jimmy, Perry, all that. You had Wonder Woman, Batman, you had the Justice League, but it's just uncharacteristic of Superman to do some of these things that they were doing in this book, in this storyline. Um, so yeah, it still hasn't changed for me. This is definitely a Superman story that I wouldn't recommend. So I don't know. If you guys have different feelings on it, let me know in the comments. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk some Superman. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll make some more Superman videos in the near future. So thank you guys again, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace out.